baseball.
I do too. I love it. I love the hot dog in front of me as we welcome Jessica Fergesen from the Cedar Rapids Colonels to us. Thank you for bringing us such delightful treats.
You bet.
Hot dogs for breakfast. Who would have thought?
Not?
Well, you know, it's the games tonight, Thursday. Colonels taking on the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. And, you know, people bring us in food a lot, but she says, I brought you breakfast. And it looked like, I don't know why it looked like muffins. It looked like, I thought there was maybe muffins
your mind
in there.
Automatically went there. And then she says, it's not what you think. And voila, that's marketing right there.
That is, she's very smart, and marketing is in her title. Because he called you a marketing manager. I called you a
marketing director.
What's your actual title? Because I read it off your business card. What is your title?
Director of Corporate Sales and Marketing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
So I just shortened it up a bit because I was talking yesterday about what a cool job it is to work at a ballpark. It's like, yeah, I saw a little batting practice today. I sent a few memos, answered a few emails, and then went out to enjoy the fresh cut grass. I mean, you know, the smell of the dogs, the cheer of the crowd.
It is a great job, but I would imagine it's like radio. Everybody's like, oh, you have the best job ever. But after a while, it's like, yeah, we get to play music and do this stuff, but it still is a job.
Yeah,
I mean, it is still a job.
But definitely if you're ever having a day that's not so great, you can just walk across the hall and check out some batting practice, and you're like, hey, this isn't so bad.
That's pretty cool.
I'm not digging ditches for
right. Yeah, exactly. So tonight is Thursday. We know who they're playing, but tell everybody how the promotion works and how great of a deal it is.
Yeah, so we're really excited, you know, to have KRNA involved this year. But Thursday is a great promotion where you can get $2 12-ounce regular draft beers, bottled soda, and water. Craft beers are just $1 more if you like that kind of brew, because we have plenty of those at the ballpark too. So it's a great deal. It's a great way to come and just start the weekend early, maybe.
Yeah. Fast forward into the weekend is what I always like to say. And it's a holiday weekend. So some folks even have tomorrow off.
That's
true. Come on out and enjoy it. And what I like most about Thursdays is the First Federal Credit Union flat screen night. I'm going to give them a little extra plug. Anybody who shows up to the game tonight, if you're over 18 or older, you get a little slip. You don't have to pay anything. A lot of people always ask, well, what does this cost? No, you get a slip, and we draw 3 names.
It's a free raffle.
3 tickets, and we give away 3 plasmas every Thursday.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
It's amazing that people walk right by. You're standing there trying to give them a free raffle ticket. You're saying, I have a free raffle ticket. They walk right by. And then they come back. They're like, oh, I didn't know it was free.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So we've got that to look forward to.
You've got a lot of activities going on the field. In between innings, James, last year, I was absolutely thrilled watching this guy with all the fun and games that you host and things like that. It makes it for a very family fun outing. And, of course, the ball game's going, too.
Yeah.
You know, so, but you guys really have taken the entertainment level of minor league baseball to a new strata.
Yeah, entertainment is really the name of the game in minor league baseball. I mean, it is a sport, and there's, you know, activity going on, and there is a game that we have to make sure that we play. But for us, as the front office, that's what we focus on. It's the entertainment, it's the fun, it's, you know, providing the people of Cedar Rapids, you know, a great thing to do when they don't have to be working.
And you have a lot of young adults there that help participate and direct little kids around the bases or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And all those activities really add to just a real super enjoyable experience.
Most people, when they check out a game, you know, they have a great time. They leave with smiles on their faces, and half the time, maybe they don't even know if we won or lost.
No, true story. We talked about that off air. That is a true story, but that's what makes the Cedar Rapids Colonels so much fun. Jessica Fergesen joining us today, of course, Thursday tonight. You know what I've noticed about your staff? There's very little turnover. It's been the same staff for a long time. Sammy's leaving us, or did leave us, a good friend of ours, because her boyfriend works in radio, and he moved back to Tennessee. But for the most part, your staff has been pretty solid the last 10 years.
And that is really unheard of in minor league baseball. There's usually lots of turnover and people moving on after a couple of years.
Sure.
It is. And we have been so lucky. I'm starting my 14th season with the Colonels.
Wow.
And there's other staff that have been there longer, some that have been there 10 years. Scott Wilson's been there, I think, 10 or 12 years. So I mean, we've been there a long time, and that really adds to us being able to put a great product together. It
feels like a family. I've noticed quite a few, I'll call them regulars, your fans that come to multiple games every season, maybe season ticket holders even.
Yep.
And they do. I think that they get that kind of feeling of community and family out there.
Absolutely. I mean, when Sammy was leaving, a lot of people reached out, to wish her well, and I think that's a real testament to the fact that they don't just know us as someone who works at the ballpark, but we actually are people.
Yeah, and speaking of wishing people well, how's Rhodey doing? Everybody knows. A lot of people know Rhodey. He was the clubhouse manager, I guess.
20 years.
20 years. You'd always see him running around the ballpark, but he's recently had some health issues. So how's he doing?
He's doing well. He's been at the last 2 games.
Oh, good.
At the beginning of the
I didn't
season, he
know.
was there. Yeah, he came.
Okay, good.
He came. He's he had some surgery this off season and some health issues, like you said, but he's doing well. He's adjusting to not being at the ballpark every day and not working anymore, but he's trying to get used to retirement life.
Wow, that's awesome.
Give him a good shout out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's known at the park there. And before we take a quick commercial break, you talk about you've been there 14 years. What was it like to work with Jack Rader? And everybody in the community knows Jack. He was such a big Jack and Wally for that matter. But what was it like to work with those guys? Because they're pretty special, if you ask me.
Oh, I 100% agree. Jack is my mentor. I mean, I wouldn't have come here if it wasn't for him, and just his enthusiasm and the way that he allowed a young person like me who was just out of college to come and have an impact on the team, which is, what everybody wants when they get out of college. They want to, make an impact on the business that they're in, and Jack allowed you to do that, and I couldn't thank him enough. I love that he's around the ballpark still. Yeah,
he hangs around. He's not too far away from the ballpark.
That's a very nice endorsement from a former protege.
Absolutely.
So you know what?
Yeah.
Thank you, too, because as mentorship goes, we know how important it is. We love to give back. And to have that, and for you to do the kind of work that you've done for over a decade now for that team, well, the proof of it is right there at the park. It's a beautiful field, beautiful experience.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that park after the break because I want to talk about Old Vet Stadium and then what we have now. And I still remember when that park opened up and how much fun that was. But before we do that, Mike, why don't we give away some tickets?
Well, we can do that in the next break. How about that?
Okay, let's do it in the next break. I didn't know what you meant. You were just flashing me signs over there.
I wanted to remind you that we were going to have some tickets, so stick around for those. We'll give away some tickets.
All right, more coming up with Jessica from the Cedar Rapids Colonels.